This time I'll open the meeting to the public. Anybody have any comments? This time, Mr. LeBlanc?
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, just want to verify that the village is assisting in getting those communication cables routed into the old Pfizer warehouse buildings.
The village?
Is the village assisting in
I don't think so.
telephone and
Mr.
doing
Falcon,
that?
you know anything about that?
That has nothing to do with the village.
The Champlain Telephone did a dig safe ticket to dig up Maple Street across from White Avenue to put some new communication cables into the Pfizer building, the 21 building, and that's as far as I know right now.
Okay, so we're not doing nothing.
Not to this point. The only thing we had to do is, well, they're gonna have to come and talk to us about crossing our road. And if they do, they're gonna have to put the road back to exactly the way it was.
Right. Okay.
I'm just waiting for Champlain Tel to get back to me.
Okay.
So my question is, why is communication cables going into a building has no business in it? Is it asked for a zoning hearing or?
Right. I'm gonna have to table that or whatever. and-
Okay, yeah.
No, I have no.
Oh, I know.
And
It's
stuff,
just
I mean,
a formality.
yeah, we the village hasn't heard nothing about anything. And Mr. Palkey hasn't, so just Champlain Tel, right?
Well, it's just that there is a dig safe ticket that they do wanna dig up Maple Street and, put some conduits under the road. That's the only thing that I've been aware of so far.
Okay.
But I have no contact with them yet.
Okay.
Maybe check with the zoning board. Is that has been given to them?
There hasn't been.
No, they haven't even had a meeting, eh?
No, end of this month we have a meeting, but we don't have anything to go before the zoning.
Okay,
Brian, did you say that the big ticket was for putting fiber optic cables underneath Maple Street to go directly to Building 21?
Yes,
Just that property, to the end of that property?
yes. They marked it out in white right off the end of White Avenue. You see some white marks in the road where they're planning to dig.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, anybody else? We'll close the meeting to the public and, Bowman, bills and communications.
Do you want to do the bid?
Or the bid,
You can do the bid now.
okay, we have a bid, opening today, or, August 5th, today, and received, two bids, one from Wesco Distributing and one from Tower Sales Group. One, Wesco was $34,055, delivered in 25 weeks, and the Power Sale Group was $34,060, delivered 128.20. And I'll let Mr. Palkey,
Myself and our electrical engineer Kurt Wilson reviewed the bids, and there was a deviation. The only deviation is we put in the bids that we would receive this equipment within 14 weeks, and nobody can supply that. It takes 25 weeks, so they're both within the ballpark. We would recommend to go with Wesco for the $34,055. It is almost $2,000 under budget. This was the bid that you threw out last month because it came in at $42,000. So these bids are a lot better, and it's exactly what we need.
okay,
Make a motion that we accept the Wesco distributing bid?
your second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We'll go with Wesco Distributors. Thank you. Everybody review the bills?
There's no additions or deletions.
Make a motion, we pay the bills as
Okay.
rendered to us here?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We'll pay the bills. All right, correspondence?
Do you want to approve the minutes
Minutes?
before?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
It's okay.
I'd like to have somebody approve the minutes from the last two meetings.
Make a motion to approve the minutes?
Second,
I'll second
all in favor?
Aye.
that. Aye.
So we'll approve the minutes of July 15th and July 29th.
Okay, correspondence, we had two this evening. The first one is from New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, and it is to Mr. Michael LeBlanc at the Fire Department. It's a grant process completion, October 31st, 2019. This office is pleased to inform you that your fire department has been granted an award of $1,500 under Federal Title IV Volunteer Fire Assistance Grant Program for 2019. The award is intended to assist your fire department in the purchase of wildland firefighting equipment. Reimbursement for approved eligible items as listed in the grant application will be made on the basis of reasonable cost incurred. In the event certain charges appear to be unreasonable, adjustments will be made on the basis of comparable quotes requested by the state of New York. And in order to provide this grant award to the fire department, it will be necessary for you to certify state and federal standard procedures which are outlined. Please complete the grant process by October 31st. And then it just lists the steps, and that's for information.
Okay,
The second letter is from Mr. Ron LeBlanc, which he asked the questions, but I will read it. And it was received today. It's from Ron LeBlanc, Champlain Regional News. Why is the village helping to get communication cables connected to the two Pfizer warehouse buildings? What type of business will be running in the two Pfizer warehouses? And has this new business undergone zoning review?
Since the mayor's not here, we can bring up that same question in the next meeting.
Yes, I will give this to him when he comes in and will, for sure. Thank you.
anything else?
That's all.
That's it? New business or old business?
Just do the reports, if anybody has anything to report,
Okay,
and then we move on to,
trustee Dart,
I have nothing for tonight, thank you.
okay. Trustee LeBlanc, or trustee, sorry, trustee Menard.
Just want to compliment the public work crew. They seem to be going pretty well on Pine Street. Curbs look good.
Mhm.
And that's all I have for this evening.
Okay, and the deputy mayor, I have one thing, the downtown looks pretty ratty on the main street. There's a lot of grass growing up on the sidewalks and stuff, and I'd like to have the recreation people see if they could do something about that. And also, if they could trim around the gazebo at the village office. Pull out the weeds like they did down on the boat launch. If they could do something like that. And also, on behalf of the village board, I'd like to give our condolences to one of our workers, Adam Menard, for his grandfather's, Mr. Ledoux, died, and the Ledoux family. That's all I have. Arsen,
I don't have anything this evening.
Mr. Pelkey?
A couple things we've been working on, all the lights out in the field here were shorted out, so we found the short, we had to run some new wires, some new conduits out here, did some bypassing. Same with the tennis court lights, they've been all fixed, they were shorted out. The exhaust fan in the back compressor room was not working, so we fixed that. I was talking to Trustee Arnold today. I have a chance of possibly getting the yellow caution lights from Pfizer that are on the edge of the road. And I was wondering if we could install 2 by the school and 2 down on Montgomery Street where we have the heaviest traffic and the people that are,
Sort of speedy.
that came to us and, you know, they have concerns about how busy the traffic is. They have 4 of the yellow flashing pedestrian lights up there.
Yeah, they asked us if we wanted them at one point.
And I think I can get them as long as we're, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wanna get them and just see them go in a back barn and not being used, that's my point, or install them where,
I would, Are you gonna install them on Maple Street by the school?
We would put two on Maple Street, one like down by Pine, and one like in the front of Pfizer somewheres, just to slow the traffic down to let people know that the kids are crossing, and there is crossing guards there.
Yeah.
Then there's two extra ones, we're thinking about putting one down by the pier and one by the boat launch.
Sounds
Just,
good.
just to slow that traffic down a little bit. If they see a yellow light,
Yeah,
it might just,
yeah.
it might just jog something in their mind, because I think they have the controllers, everything in them.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it would just be manpower to install them, and minimum cost to the village. I'm sure those units are quite expensive. And if they're just gonna throw them in a metal container and send them north,
Yeah,
so I did put a
that's
re-
a good idea.
I think so.
I did put a request in today, and they're supposed to get back to me within a couple days.
Good.
Sounds
I
good.
just wanted to make sure that you guys had no problem with that.
Yep.
No,
How
sounds
how are
good.
these operated, Brian? Is there a timer mechanism in them, or?
Yes, I think there are 7-day timers in them, where you can set them for whatever hours you want, so they wouldn't be flashing 24/7. We'll make sure they don't do that.
These are solar powered?
Nope,
No?
they're 120 volt supplies,
120 volt.
which we have transformers and streetlights right next to these units, so we can always tap on and get them powered up.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Bucky?
We're coming on Pine Street. We have probably 2.5 more pours and we'll be done Pine. I don't know what our work schedule is gonna be for Academy. So if we don't get the curbing in, we're probably just gonna have to shim coat it this year so we don't tear the plow up and address it next spring. So we're limited on all the projects that we've got going on because things do come up where we had to go to different projects and
Right.
there's people
And
on
then we got
vacation
the
and
Limited help.
Yep.
there's other facilities that we're working on. We also been assisting the wastewater plant with the Maple Street pump station. One of the suction tubes that go down in the pit is completely rotted off, and we changed it last week. We put the new tube in, but we're waiting for a fitting, which we just received, and I'm waiting for a rainy day to go back inside that building and connect that back all back up.
Mhm.
The pipe rotted off right at the floor level. The cement and the water just,
Yeah.
those are like 17 foot long, go down in those tubes. So we've been working with all the different departments, trying to get a lot of these little things taken care of.
Mhm.
Brian, do you think that any work up on Smith Street's gonna have to go to next year?
Next year.
Next year, okay. I don't know the scope of the work that's left
On Smith Street,
on Smith.
oh, there's a lot of sidewalks to be straightened out. We did some, we
Yeah.
moved some of the catch basins on the outside of this, between the sidewalk and the road where they're supposed to be. It just,
Are you done digging in the road,
road crossings,
road
yes.
crossings, yes?
Yeah, we should be done to road crossings.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a budget item for next year. It's a big budget item.
That it, Mr.
That's
Bucky?
it.
Mr. Cooper?
No, everything's working out well. I was just gonna inquire, you referred to the downtown district, is there anything I can do to help out with that problem? I mean, I drive by every day.
No, I think it's village for maintenance.
Okay,
No, I mean,
If you
not
need-
the village, but,
no, but if you need something.
some of the
you know, we're
sidewalks in front of some of the places, some of the grass is growing up through the cracks of the sidewalk, or the paving blocks. It's pretty high.
Well, like I said, if you need something for code enforcement, please advise me and I'll take care of it.
All right. Mhm. All right, we'll open the meeting to the public again. Anybody have anything to say? If not, somebody retain a motion to
Sure.
adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.